Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, HollywoodShono here, about to give you another Injustice Gods Among Us video. In this video, I'd like to talk about Survivor Mode and why you should always buy in. While this result is obviously garbage, and of course Survivor Mode will give you a ton of major XP cards, which in this scenario here, you can see that I actually fully upgraded my Red Lantern Hell Jordan to level 50, ready to go to Elite 7, just in the augmentations. The better result is obviously from Red Sun Superman, as you see here, who I did spend a lot of my augments here on. So as you can see, a couple days ago during a Twitch stream, I actually used all of my augmentations on Red Sun Superman. There's multiple reasons why I did this. While the augmentations do work for you in offense on multiplayer, the opponent's augmentations currently do not work on defense. And the reason they do not work on defense is to deter hackers, and obviously that would make magnet characters like Blackest Night Martian Manhunter, Arkham Knight Batman, Arkham Knight, the Arkham Knight, really powerful, or any other incarnation of that. The reason that the augmentations work for yourself is because in multiplayer there are a bunch of hackers that do have the multiple fourth world gear item 3 times, and the most annoying one is the chest plate, as it gives you 120% health. So the reason that you should always be doing the Survivor Mode is the simple fact that these augment cards, like you see the medium crit chance or minor crit damage, you can only get out of Survivor Mode. We're going to go into Injustice Gods Among Us, and we're going to talk about this a little bit further. So here you can see Survivor Mode is currently on cooldown today. It's 10:55 in the morning, so my cooldown will be back around 2:20 in the afternoon, or somewhere around there. So as you can see, Survivor Mode is on cooldown. Now, some of the cool stuff you can actually get from Survivor Mode, for example, the Fourth World Godly chest plate. Now, for example, shattering, which of course I'm not going to shatter a +10 chest plate, you would get 20 blue, 20 green, and of course the purple shards that if you see on the roulette wheel, you need to quit your game and go back into it, because you're basically wasting your time. If you have more than like 30 purple shards, you need to just not accept them. And if you get augmentations on the wheel, you should always not accept it, because it's always going to be major XP. I've never run into an instance for that. So if you get one of the fourth world items, you're basically buying a 60,000 credit gear locker and getting a rare gear item from it. Almost any scenario is going to come from that. The only exception, of course, is if the rare gear item would actually give you red shards. Like, for example, if you pull the knife collection, also the lower version for Solomon Grundy, obviously you would get red and green shards from that. So it's basically like pulling a gear locker in that regard, because if you're spending 60,000 credits to buy in and you get a fourth world chest piece, helmet, or whatever else, you're already paying your buy-in amount just for getting that gear item, and you have a chance of getting augmentations, which you cannot get in any other way. So we're going to open up our collection. We're going to show off Red Sun Superman and why it's still very important to augment your guys. Now, some good candidates, obviously, for upgrades would be Blackest Night Martian Manhunter. Raven is a very solid one. Until they fix Red Lantern Hell Jordan, you can also consider him as well. And you can also consider Doomsday for using in the earlier waves, but Arkham Origins Batman is also a pretty solid choice. So here you can see the Kryptonian Smash now maxes out at 105,000 damage. So not only are you going to get more damage from your super moves, but obviously your Flying Punch, for example, will hit 28,000. It'll hit for over 30,000 with the Ibis Stick, and even more than that if you have another special one gear item. So your punches are definitely going to pack a punch, and with the Ibis Stick, you're going to have that burn effect that really works against fourth world characters. So it's very important to do Survivor Mode any chance you can get. And obviously my only augmentations right now are major XP, which I could still probably level up somebody once or twice. So for example, let's take our brand new Arkham Knight, which I do have, and you're going to see that later today. So we have the augmentations here. If we were to spend all of our augmentation cards for major XP right now, I would still have enough XP probably to get him to level 20, and that's pretty pathetic. So as you see, I do have enough XP cards for level 20, 21, but as far as the major XP cards, you never want to use them until your guys are level 46. And the reason for that is because at level 46, you have to either do multiplayer or bonus battle 7 to actually level these guys up, or battle 47, but if you can do Battle 47, you might as well take 2 Elite 7s and go do multiplayers. It's basically the same thing. But, for example, here we have enough major XP cards for 8 levels, which is like 12 or 13 XP cards. Superman. So, basically, that's what you would use the major XP cards for. And one of these days, I'd love to save up all of my major XP cards and go level somebody up from 1 to 50, which is what I should have done instead of leveling up Red Lantern Hal Jordan. So the reason, again, why you should be buying into Survivor mode and spending your 150,000 credits, not only is it only about an hour to farm all of that stuff, you pull 1/4 world gear at them, you've paid 60,000 credits. If you get augmentation cards, there's really no value on that, especially if you get a major health, 500 health. Yeah, it's not a lot, but you can't get that any other way. But if you like this video talking about why you should always buy into Survivor mode and some of the benefits that you can get from that, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe, share this video amongst your friends, and as a favorite, check out my other Injustice Gods Among Us videos, my playlist, Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. And make sure you get online and get that Ritter's Cane. If you get more than 5%, I feel bad for you. Have a wonderful day, kids.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!